I know some judges leave the recording on, and I'm just not quite willing to do that. I know I would be caught saying something foolish. Good move. All right. Today's date is May 2nd, 2022. In Gray County, Texas, I call cause number 40568 in the interest of the Klein children. What says the state?
Your Honor, Teresa DePoister, Assistant Attorney General for the Office of the Attorney General. The state is ready to proceed, Your Honor. I've had an opportunity to visit with the parties and we have an agreement to announce.
All right. Present by telephone is Gina Hammock. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you ready to proceed, Ms. Hammock?
Yes, ma'am.
Also present by telephone is Jeffrey Klein. Are you ready to proceed, Mr. Klein?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Listen carefully. Go ahead, Ms. DePoister.
Thank you, Your Honor. Having had an opportunity to visit with the parties, there is an agreement. First, Your Honor, I would ask the court to take judicial notice of the pleading before the court, which is a motion to reduce to judgment and modify, and that attached to it was a financial statement.
All right. I take judicial notice of the contents of the court's file, particularly the most recent motion filed with the Attorney General's office.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I offer State's Exhibit 1, a current financial statement that I've submitted to the court electronically.
All right. Admitted as states number 1.
Thank you, Your Honor. Having had an opportunity to visit with the parties, they are in agreement that a modification is in order, that the child support will be modified to $300 a month to begin June 1st. The step down from that, once the older child emancipates of the two that are remaining, would be $240 a month. And the health insurance is through the mother through another source, and the reimbursement would be $30 a month to begin June 1st as well. Mr. Klein is current on child support, so a zero judgment on that. He is in arrears in the amount of $113 for medical support, and he will pay that in full on May 9th of this year, and that's the full agreement of the parties.
Right. I'm going to waive court costs since you were able to reach an agreement. Ms. Hammock, is that in fact the agreement you're making today?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it in the best interest of your children?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Klein, is that the agreement you're making today?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's also in the best interest of your children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then I'm approving the agreement and I will sign off on the order that Ms. DePoister is going to prepare for me. Sets out this agreement in writing. There is a period of 3 business days during which you can request a new hearing. If either of you does that, you get a new hearing in front of Judge Vanderpool, and he'd start over and make his own decision. But if nobody does that, this order starts to become final, and you should get a copy in the mail or by email within the next 2 weeks. If you don't have one at the end of that time, please call the Amarillo AG's office and just remind them to send you one, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you both so much for joining us today. Good luck to you and your families.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Free to hang up. Bye-bye.
Okay. Your Honor, I believe we're ready to proceed to a default hearing when you are for Mr. Figueroa and Ms. Silva.
All right. And let me run off the email of the exhibit. All right, I'm already on YouTube and we're recording, so we'll go right ahead. Today's date is May 2nd, 2022. In Gray County, Texas, I call cause number 34973 in the interest of the Figueroa and Silva children. What says the state?
State is ready, Your Honor.
Present by audio and video is Elia Gomez, formerly known as alias Silva. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what is your legal name now, ma'am?
It is Elias Silva legally because I'm
All
still
right.
no
Okay.
divorce. So
All right. Mr. Blackburn, we're proceeding to default. The court's file indicates that Mr. Oscar Figueroa was served with notice of these proceedings back on April 1st of 2022. This hearing was initially set at 1:30 and it's now approximately 2:20. So we are going ahead without Mr. Figueroa. All right, Mr. Blackburn.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll call Miss Silva or Gomez.
Ms. Silva, would you raise your right hand, please?
that last name got you.
Which name do you want to go by?
Gomez.
Gomez. All right, ma'am. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, Ms. Gomez. Go ahead, Mr. Blackburn.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ma'am, what is your full name?
Elia Gomez Silva.
I know you're getting the same question a lot, but you were formerly known as Elias Silva. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And what is the name of the child in this case, ma'am?
Aiden Garcia.
Who is that child's father?
Oscar Figueroa.
And was he ordered to pay you child support in the case?
Yes.
Okay. And that order goes back a long way to 2007. Is that right?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I'll ask that the court take judicial notice of the prior order from 2007.
All right, I take judicial notice of the contents of the court's file, but specifically the 2007 order.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Your Honor, I will offer into evidence State's Exhibit 1, a copy of the pay record showing Mr. Figueroa's small arrearage approximately $100 as of the end of last month.
Would you state the arrearage again?
Yes, Your Honor, $499.45.
Good. I'm pleased to hear that. Admitted as state's number one.
And thank you, Your Honor. Miss Gomez, does that sound correct that Mr. Figueroa owes you about $500?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think he should pay that back to you at an additional $50 a month on top of the regular child support?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. How is your child covered for insurance, ma'am?
Currently, he's on Medicaid. I switched jobs, so I also got accepted into the nursing program. So I can't get insurance right now for him. So he is getting Medicaid right now.
Okay. And do you agree that Mr. Figueroa then should pay $50 a month in medical support?
Yes.
Okay. As far as Mr. Figueroa's work, do you have any idea what type of work he does?
I think I was just told, and looking through Facebook and stuff, that he works something for like the railroad.
Okay. Do you have any idea how much he makes?
I don't.
Okay. Your Honor, pursuant to Chapter 231 of the Texas Family Code, I'll offer into evidence State's Exhibit number 2, an investigative report showing Mr. Figueroa's gross monthly income to be approximately $3,400.
Admitted as state's number 2.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Ms. Gomez, based on the information that I have available to me, I calculated that his child support going forward should be $504 per month. Are you in agreement with that?
Uh-huh.
And he has one other child, is that correct?
Yes, he's a younger one.
Okay. And does he pay child support for that child?
Yeah, him. Yeah, his name's Dayton. He pays child support for him.
Okay. Do you have anything else that you would like the judge to be made aware of?
No.
I'll pass this witness.
How old is Aiden?
He's 14.
Okay, so you've got a ways to go.
I do.
Congratulations on getting accepted into that program.
Thank you.
Good news, Ms. Gomez. All right, based on the testimony and evidence, then I'm granting a judgment for the approximately $500 in arrearages. I'm ordering Ms. Gomez to continue to carry Medicaid to cover coverage for Aiden. And Mr. Figueroa is ordered to reimburse the state $50 per month for that, as well as pay half of any medical bills not covered by the insurance. I'm modifying the current child support to $504 per month. Start June 1st, 2022. And court costs assessed against Mr. Figueroa in a year, so June 1st of 2023. Any other relief I need to address?
No, Your Honor. I think so.
All right. All right. Mr. Blackburn's going to get an order for me to sign off on, and I'm going to sign it. There's a period,
Thank you.
3 business days during which Mr. Figueroa could request a new hearing. If somebody does that, you get a new hearing in front of Judge Vanderpool. But if nobody does that, this order starts to become final, and you should get a copy either by email or by regular mail within about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Don't get one, call that Amarillo AG's office and just remind them to send you one, all right?
All righty.
Thank you, Ms. Gomez. Good luck to you and your family.
Thank you.
All right.
Can I hang up now?
You can hang up right now.
All right. Have a
Bye-bye.
good day. Bye, y'all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, there's Larry's assistant, Judge.
Yes, I love your assistant, Larry.
Well, thank you, Judge.
I hope he or she is taking down notes to get that order.